that we may worship thee, O Elohim. Please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Onye dona nwa gaka n'ọdụ, mọdụ ndụ manwụrụ anwụ. Eastern Security Network, ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha, ndị abịa eburu ọgụ wee bịaba. Ndị na-eche Biafra nche, ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha, ndị abịa eburu ọgụ wee bịaba. Mana ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụ? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Akwa onye ọbụla nọ n'ọsọ. Ndami hana n'ọsọ. Na ndami bike jene jene jene, ndami bike jene jene jene, ndami ejebe. Ebusizienu ndami ụmụ ụwa ije na-atụ onye ụta, broda m. Na-ekwughị melụ, ọnụ gị nọ melụ ntị ọkụkọ ntị ike na ife n'idofe. Eastern Security jisie n'ike n'ọlụ. Ndị na-eche Biafra jisie n'ike n'ọlụ. Ife salụ fame anyị enwe mmeri. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka a na-akọzi ifenu? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Onye kpana nwa gị aka n'ọdụ, onye kpana nwa gị aka n'ọdụ, onye kpana nwa gị aka n'ọdụ. Ọ dị ndụ ma nwụrụ anwụ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị na-eme n'ọlụ? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị na-eme n'ime obodo? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị na-eme n'ọlụ? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Chukwu okike bịa amaghị. Amama amasị amasị, anyị ma na ị nọ n'ọlụ. Jisi ike n'ọlụọma gị n'oge ikele anyị. Jisi ike n'ọlụọma gị n'oge ikele anyị. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Kedu ife na-eme n'ọlụ? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka a na-akọzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Webrutu bekene mụ, anyị ekene ezi ọha madike, Mazi Iyke. Ifi na-eme doro gị anya, ifi na-eme doro gị anya. Ọrụ na-alụ doro gị anya, ọrụ na-alụ doro gị anya. Mazi Iyke, jisiekwa ike n'ọlọma gị izo gị n'azụ jisi ike n'ọlọma gị ihe nwemeri jisi ike n'ọlọma gị ifi na-eme dị anyị ma obi agbawala ndị bịara igbusi ụmụnna anyị na ndami bike jene 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 ndami bike jene 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 ndami ejebe egbusizienu ndami ụmụ eje na-ata onye ụta brọda m na-ekwughị ekwu melanụ ekwanụ gị nọbelụ ntị ọkụkọ ntị ike na n'ife n'itofe aka m bụkwa nwanne unu nwoke Samuel nwanna ga ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma wedịkwarụ m ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma enwere ofe obi anyị ga-enweta ife anyị na-achọ brother mo. Thank you. I'm saying your brother Samuel. Hey, hey, hey. Onye dona nwa ga-aka n'ọdụ ma ọ dị ndụ ma nwụrụ anwụ. Eastern Security Network ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha ndị abịa ebulọgụ wee bịaba ndị na-eche Biafra che ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha ndị abịa ebulọgụ wee bịaba mana ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụ ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ akwa onye ọbụla nọ n'ọsọ ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ na ndị amị bike jene 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 ndị amị bike jene 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 ndị amị ejebe egbusizienu ndị amị ụmụ ụwa eje na-atụ onye ụta brọda m na-ekwughị ekwu melụ ọnụ gị nọ melụ ntị ọkụkọ ntị ike na ife n'itofe Eastern Security jisie n'ike n'ọlụ ndị na-eche Biafra jisie n'ike n'ọlụ.
So our leaders past broadcast of 2 days ago still want to remind you that he's coming back on air tonight, 7 p.m. Biafra land time. He's going to broadcast live for us to listen. I just have a clip that I need to air this morning and talk about it a little bit because this is supposed to be, it's not quite new, but things that are happening in our system is such that anything that the people said 2 or 3 years ago, when you listen to it, it sounds as if it's something that is happening today because nothing has changed. And nothing, believe me, is going to change. We don't expect any changes to come in because the truth never changes. Truth is very constant. When you speak the truth, yesterday, last year, 4 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever, it still remains truth. That's the absolute. But it's only lies that keeps, changing. Sometimes they say, oh, it looks like this is like this or this is like that. But the way this one is, I'll play this clip and let's listen to it. It's quite old clip, quite an old clip. I've heard it before. But somebody sent it in yesterday, just a kind of a reminder, and I wish to use it for this program this morning. Let's listen to this.
Welcome to this, not only to our Facebook Live, this also will eventually become a podcast. There's so many things going on in the world today, and it's so fast-paced, it's just hard to keep up with all the critical stories that people need to be aware of. We talk about the persecution of Christians in different areas around the world. And what we want to do is with philosopher and constitutional law expert Bruce Fein is bring into focus what is really going on in the country of Nigeria. What we're about to share with you that's going on in the country of Nigeria, where almost 50 million people could lose their lives, is just going to blow you away. And Nigeria, believe it or not, Nigeria has become the most dangerous place for Christians in the world.
For everybody.
And you're asking, what did he just say? Yes. Nigeria has become the most dangerous place for Christians in the world.
Everyone.
Bruce Fein, who was there recently, who spent time there, has come back with a startling report. This is his first interview, and we're breaking news here. Bruce, tell us what you saw and what is actually going on Because when we think of Nigeria, we think of Boko Haram and the kidnapping of children, but it's much more deep and much more pervasive than what we know.
And not only that, but just in terms of the numbers. For example, when I was there recently, even before my arrival, in the northern Nigerian states, and you've got to remember 12 of those states have Sharia laws enshrined as their legal code. It's just not advisory, it is the legal code, cut off hands and stoning women and that kind of thing. But in these 12 northern states, there was a youth group. It gave a quit order to 11 million Biafrans who reside and have businesses there, saying, if you don't leave your home and business by October 1, we will destroy you. And the government did nothing. These are Housi Fulani, radical Islamics, who made the threat. As we're sitting here today, that October 1st date hangs like a sword of Damocles over 11 million Christian Biafrans. That's twice who perished in the Holocaust. Moreover, in the southeast, where the Biafrans predominate numerically, the Housi Fulani are killing children in churches. Just in the last 48 hours, they've begun an assault. It's called Operation Python Dance, where the Housi Fulani soldiers are coming in. They're taking youths. I could put pictures if you had. They've sent to me. They've shot them. They're lying down dead in the water in industrial scale. And this is because the Housi Fulani, who are very, if you want to put an accurate term, almost backward economically. And the Biafrans are much more educated and skilled economically, so they prosper. And they reside in much of the oil area of Nigeria. And the Housi Fulani, who are radical Islamists, youths who have very little, economically, they're preying on their Christian brethren. And the government is doing nothing. In fact, it's participating with the military.
Are you telling me that the president of Nigeria has become a sympathizer to this, where you actually can go into religious gatherings, churches, and you can just kidnap and kill innocent people?
With impunity.
With impunity, and they say and do nothing?
They do not. For example, I am a lawyer. I'm suing 16 members of the armed forces. We can't sue President Buhari because he's got immunity, because they have gone in and slaughtered and killed Christian Igbos. It's a pending lawsuit in the U.S. District Court in the District of Columbia, and there's no sanctions. There's no punishment for any of these members of the armed forces. Boko Haram is tiny compared. You're talking about hundreds. We're talking about millions here.
Forget about the government. Why is there not an outcry from the people in the community? Why is there not an outcry from people who care, who know some of these children and these families? And why no outcry from the media? Why are we just hearing about this the first time?
Well, part of it, I think, Armstrong, is that lots of groups are not sophisticated with regard to the media. And, the media responds to attention-getting efforts. And when you have basically a boycott, and I can guarantee if you're a reporter, you're not going into Enugu, that's the capital basically of Biafra, because it's difficult to get there, and so they don't cover it. And in part, too, I think President Buhari has done a good snow job. He came here about a year ago during the Obama administration. He spoke at the Peace Institute of all places while he's conducting war against his own people. And and you're right, the idea is, well, he's fighting Boko Haram, so we'll kind of squint at all the other things that he's doing. We sell him arms, and from time to time, Nigeria has oil. We have to keep them like Saudi Arabia in our good graces to get the oil flowing, and it's a total marginalization of a whole staggering number of people simply because it doesn't follow into the real politique of the time.
How many people have died?
Well, tens of thousands, and it's hard to keep the numbers there. I mean, if you just look at the row on row of these youths, bloody, dead.
You actually saw?
No, they're the pictures. I just got them in the last 48 hours, where I'm being sent these pictures on Facebook and on Twitter, and some of it is video.
Where's the United Nations?
Yeah, that is a good question. Where it's like Rwanda all over again, right?
It is a genocide.
Yeah, it is. Because the definition of genocide is attempting to exterminate in whole or in substantial part because of your religion or ethnicity, and this is both. It's their Christian religion, their ethnicity is Igbos. They want to destroy them, plunder all of their property. And you'd figure, well, where's the United Nations? Where's the High Commissioner on Refugees and on human rights? Right now, he is, at least he's deploring Burma's expulsion of and I don't want to exonerate them, of Muslims into Bangladesh, and this is on a scale that makes Bangladesh Muslims in a tea party.
But you're making President Buhari of Nigeria, you're describing someone who is as if worse than ISIS. Because he does it under auspices of his leadership as a head of state.
Yeah.
I mean, and what he's inflicting on putting the people of his country is nothing like we've seen anywhere.
Yeah, well, that is exactly right. It's really good. I don't know whether you know. I'm a little bit older than you. Maybe I don't look at the effort, the Biafran War in 1967 to 70. 2 million Biafrans died in that war, and it was provoked by similar kinds of sense of persecution and marginalization of the Igbos, in part because Nigeria really should have never been a country that tried to combine Yoruba and Hausa Fulani and Igbos under a single roof. It just didn't make any sense. And what you end up with is the majority oppresses the minority, and especially since historically the Hausa Fulani dominated the military, they had the guns, and so they just shot and dominated by force and violence and threats and intimidation.
But how do we stop, for our listeners, how do we stop the genocide? What needs to happen to stop what's going on in Nigeria and bring it to the world attention?
Well, what I have suggested and encouraging members of Congress, we need to get an international arms embargo on Nigeria. We need to have the UN Security Council designate particular people that should be investigated for the crime of genocide to be tried before the International Criminal Court, which has been done in other cases. We need to get these people who are complicit in the genocide listed. There's a recent law passed in the waning months of the Obama administration. It's called the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act, where the president can designate people who are implicated in gross violations of human rights for a denial of visas, and their assets are frozen. There's a stigma attached. So those are the efforts that your constituents can recommend to their legislators in Congress and the United States Senate, and writing President Trump directly. Because remember, as President Trump, and especially Vice President Mike Pence, he attended a world summit on persecution of Christians globally in Mayflower Hotel here in Washington, D.C. in last May, and where he made all these statements that President Trump is going to stand up and against these radical Islamist terrorists who are slaughtering Christians. Well, here's a chance to do so on the strongest scale that's imaginable. And one thing that worries me, Armstrong, among others, aside from the sadness and the compassion you have for these families and people being killed and their lives being destroyed, is if Buhari can get away with this with impunity, what signals does that send to all these other Muslim-dominated radical countries in the Middle East? We don't have any price to pay.
With all the focus on North Korea and its bloody dictator, I mean, this guy also compares in comparison to what's going on in Nigeria. Let me ask you this. Is there a tinge of racism to this? The fact that Nigeria would be seen as a country of Africans. If this were a country where the Buhari was, let's say, a colonialist or a white head of state, would this be a different issue? Do they lessen the value of these lives and the importance of this matter because it's an African dictator?
Well, I think the answer is yes, as crass as that may seem. Well, it's just Africans killing each other, so who really cares about it? Zimbabwe, Mugabe, it doesn't really matter. Human rights are only for white folks. And I think that is a commentary on the whole, the racism is still a very, very prominent element and influence, certainly in international affairs. Because otherwise, in terms of the scale of what's going on there, see, this is not a tiny 50 million. That's a huge number. That's probably larger than 3/4 of all the nations who are members of the United Nations.
Bruce Fine, thank you for this critical update. I'm Armstrong Williams, constitutional lawyer. Bruce Fine. We'll be hearing more about this as in the future, and I'm sure this has become your obsession. You want to make sure that the world knows about this before another child has to die.
It gets on the agenda. Absolutely, Armstrong. It's critical.
I'm Armstrong Williams. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you see, when I said something here earlier, I said that even though I had this before, you can agree with me that the same thing, nothing has changed. It's like it's happening today. You see, we are here and I'm wondering why the black people should be there, and somebody, the white person, will take his pain of coming to find out what is happening in our own country. Excuse me. And we are just like they talk about Buhari. This was when Buhari was alive, actually. That's when this program was done. Who has seen Buhari in public since 2017? Nobody. But Nigerians, those that call themselves Nigerians, Africans in general, not even just Nigerians, will sit down and let the British government come to our country to tell. There's something I saw, they're circulating one kind of funny, that it was the Igbos that granted, what was that? Granted independence, gave power to the Fulanis. And you guys are a bunch of idiots. You see, forgetting that most of us are still old enough to remember what we learned in the primary school. We know this story. The British, they are now making something to cover up their ass, to cover up their whatever. Okay, let's assume that we are the ones that gave it to them. We want them to go. Leave us alone. We gave you, okay, now we are tired of giving you, we want it back. Just get out. Because you guys have nothing to offer. You're just looking at a way to look at something. First of all, that thing was written either by the British people or, they just brought in somebody who has a foreign accent to make it look like he's giving us history. What kind of history is that? Distorted history. Somebody sent it to me, actually, said, have you listened to this? But before he sent it, I already listened to it. And believe me, I am telling you the gospel truth. As soon as I listened to one or two lines, I just knocked it out because it doesn't make sense. In fact, one of my friends, this is somebody who never believed in what we are doing, that got into Biafra very recently, and he listened to it and he called me. He said, look at this nonsense that these people are writing. He's like, that the way I look at this is that, what are they really talking? I said, there is nothing. Everybody's confused. In that thing called the zoo, all of them are confused. Nobody knows what he's saying anymore. Yesterday, the other day, I spoke about that Peter Okoye, who thinks that he learned how to speak the Hausa. He was born in the north. He speaks the Hausa language fluently. He started his career in the north without telling us which career he started in the north. All of us who were in the east, in the south, playing our music, anytime we go to the north to perform, I never see any Hausa man there. I never see any Fulani man there. Believe me sincerely. The only time we went to perform somewhere, I think it was in Jos. The only time I saw them was when the Internal Revenue, they came in, they had to give us the ticket. We had to buy the ticket from Internal Revenue to sell at the gate, and they were there to make sure that we were using that ticket that they gave us. That's all, just to come there, collect our money. In fact, there was an incident. This is a very, very touching story. We performed somewhere in the north, then we came back in the east, and eventually the police came to us. First of all, they arrested our driver with our van, and they wanted to find out what was it. Did he hit somebody? Did he jam anybody? What did he do? They said, we have to report to the police station before they will tell us what happened. So I went as the leader of the band. I went there, and they said in the north, where we performed, we didn't pay enough taxes. They came all the way from Jos. Was this from Sokoto to Port Harcourt to demand tax money? Why not just write us later if there was money that you needed? This is all they do. That's why Peter Koye is there. I started my career in the north, and I'm looking at them and saying, look at these idiots. Who attends the shows in the north? All of us were going there. We're performing. Sonny Okosun, Oliver Deku, Ogene. They were all over the place, but who were we entertaining? Our own people from the south. So these idiots, now we're beginning to see. You see, God, I don't know why God did that to him, because it's like God gave his brother, took the whole thing from him and gave his brother. It's nothing. Onya was just a dancer and a choreographer. He's not a singer per se. And look at him that he's struggling to make his career. Now he's gone down. Let him make a record and see how people, because I don't know how he's going to go to Araba market and tell the sellers, the dealers there, Don Jazzy and the rest of them who are supposed to have come from the area that he's criticizing to help promote him. He's gone. Let him go. And I said it yesterday. Somebody was laughing. I said he should go and get a job. Anyway, I see him wearing ties so he can work in the office. Just go there, get a job, forget about entertainment because you are done. Rude boy is the person. I heard what he said. That's how intelligent people talk. You are making us a victim of the people that are being, our sisters are being raped every day. Our families are being killed every day. And all we get from you, the kudos, the plus that you have is that you are Igbo. You were born in the north. I'm Igbo. I was born in the north. And because I was born in the north, I speak Hausa very fluently. And believe me sincerely, added plus because I married a Yoruba woman. I don't even know why the Yoruba woman should marry a Buron. I don't know how you live. Believe me sincerely. That notwithstanding, what I'm trying to say is that those who live in glass houses don't do what? They don't throw stones. If you throw stones, it's going to break you down. You're even struggling. For me, people can say, let us manage him because of the influence because you were two. Now it's one-on-one. Let us watch you grow. You're already starting in a bad light. One single sentence. You are a struggling person. You are living in a glass house. You don't throw stones. Now, let's watch your career and see how it goes. This is Radio Biafra USA too. So this morning, like I said, our leader had a past broadcast took over the whole show, and that wasn't bad because it is still the same thing. We are still, and by the way, I promise because I had recorded the last fundraising we had. It was on air, and I was able to make a recording of it because I had to listen to it later to see. I think it's something that I need to share with you because this is very encouraging. What we did was wonderful. The women in Biafra land, the women in America are just, woo, they are there. I'm telling you the truth. I'm honestly speaking, I'm so proud of them. And then when you look at them in the Zoom, they all look very gorgeous, very beautiful women. I'm telling you, and they all okay. They raise this fund, and that's what we need. We need support for our ESN. Donation continues. It's not a one-time thing. That was a fundraising, but make it up to yourselves. Like I did, I know I've done that. You set it up with your bank every month, whatever amount of money you think you can pay. But if you want to make one-time donation, you can go to our www.ipobinusa.org. Put in your money there, it will get to them. Adoption, that's what we call it. Adopt one of them. Just say, you know what, I am going to be responsible for one of these people, and this is the amount of money I'll be throwing every month. Because this thing that we are doing, it went viral. And I think the zoo is listening to it, and they're already panicking. They are panicking already because we create a target, $100,000, not naira, $100,000, and we hit the target. A little bit beyond it, which is wonderful. In one sitting. And this is going to continue. It's not going to end. It's not a one-time thing. There are people that have made promises. I'm sure they're going to keep to their promises. There's no doubt about it. Every month they throw in this money, and that's what we want everybody to do. For whatever you are in the world, we are giving this money for people that have volunteered their lives to defend us, to make us go to bed with our eyes closed. Because our land is a sacred land. They can fly all the helicopter they want over it. Just forget about that thing. It's not important. It's not nothing. I could feature so you're making a dollar war. You can fly all the planes you want, but you eventually come down. Let them be fooling themselves. We are there listening. So call us here. The number is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442 +1 929-406-9953. Please, when you call, just consider that the others are coming in. Just take about 3 minutes. Just go straight into the point and tell us what you want to talk about, and make room for the others to come in, because that's what it's all about. You know, people, when you call, I know sometimes you call, you get carried away, but I know that it's very easy. It's not very easy to get through to the phone calls, actually. I live here in America, and I knew that when our leader was doing his last broadcast, I knew how much I struggled to be able to get in a microphone call. I could not. So you know how frustrating it is when you stay too long and there's somebody waiting and waiting and waiting. So we need you, when you call, just stay as short time as possible and allow others to come in. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Ife salufame anyị enwe mmeri. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka a na-akọzi ifenu? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Onye mana nwa gwa.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Iyke Peters. Good morning. God bless you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother. My name, I don't want to waste your time. Let me quickly go straight to my point because you said we should make it brief.
Yes.
My name is Ifani Ebo from Spain.
Welcome to the program. Long time.
I'm calling from Spain. I am the deputy coordinator of Zone 5.
Yeah.
Zone 5, a very formidable zone. San Cristobal, Los Angeles. Very formidable zone.
Yeah.
So, Iyke Peter, why I am calling you this morning is because of what you said we should say, what you said we should do. A brother from Spain here, Madrid, called you a week ago, and you told him that yes, that what he said was in order. That the only thing he will do that he should send all those informations to your WhatsApp.
Yes.
And as soon as you got it from your WhatsApp, that you will send it to our leader, Onyendu. Okay. And by his name is Mr. Okereke Onoaha. Okereke Onoaha from Spain here. He's in Zone 5. So he told you about what happened between him and the national coordinator. Then you yourself told him that he should send everything to your WhatsApp.
Okay.
So this your WhatsApp now, which I'm talking with you now, he has sent everything. The Zone 5 have sent everything to this WhatsApp, please.
Okay.
My lovely brother, to send it to our leader. Just take your time, listen at it. And after listening at it, please remember your promise. You said that you promised us that as soon as you got it, that you will send it to our leader.
Yes.
For our leader to do the needful. Now we have sent it this morning. This morning it was sent to you. So try your possible best to send it to our leader after you must have heard it. Please, that is exactly why I called you this morning. And if I have the opportunity to call Onyendu this evening, because he's going to be on air, I will also tell him that there's something I sent. So I will then tell Onyendu so that I have sent something to Iyke Peter. He will send it to him as well. So please, my brother, so don't forget. That's why I called you now to let you know.
All right. Is
this
my lovely brother? You use the same number? Is it this number?
Everything to this WhatsApp. This is your WhatsApp. Except you have another WhatsApp. You can give me, text it to me, so that I will send it to you again. If there's another means to get you. But this particular WhatsApp is the one I send it to.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to listen to it and then make sure that I pass it on to the appropriate authorities.
For this particular WhatsApp, this line that I'm calling you now is exactly where I send it to. God bless you, my lovely brother. All help Biafra.
There we go. Thank you so much. All right, we'll do that at the end of the program. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here, 646-920-4541. Call me. The line's open for you. Make your call. Tell us exactly what you want, and it's a conversation. Actually, we're conversing and we're making our points known. This is Radio Biafra 646-920-4541.
Cannot do. Onya bana mwaga cannot do. Onya bana mwaga cannot do. Odi do mwangolango. Obukini kaina nuzi. Ndami hano noso. Obukini neme nolu. Ndami hano noso. Obukini neme nunime obodo. Ndami hano noso. Obukini neme nolu. Ndami hano noso. Chukwu okike bịa amaghị amama amasị anyị mani nọ n'ọlụ isi ike n'ọlụ magi n'oge ikele anyị isi ike n'ọlụ magi n'oge ikele anyị bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị
Good
na-anụzi
afternoon, Mazi. Good afternoon.
Welcome
My
to the
name is
program.
Paul, calling from Libreville, Gabon, Mazi. Good afternoon from here. Happy Sunday, Mazi.
There we
This afternoon, I want to say something concerned our people, our Biafrans around the world. Everybody must rise up. First of all, our leader, Mazi Iyke, I want to tell you good afternoon from Libreville, Gabon. And Mazi, what I want to tell our leader to focus on it is that those politicians in our land must deal with. Because what is lingering us is those politicians, especially those governors, all of them, they are much in our midst. And we must start dealing with them one by one. Immediately one or two people will go down. You will see the international community, the United Nations will come in. Because I know they are keeping quiet because these people are bringing the Fulanis in our midst to come and destroy our land, to come and take over our land. And we cannot allow it to happen. Biafrans around the world, everybody must stand up, especially those in diaspora. We must do the needful. We must do the needful to make sure we support our Eastern Security Network to do the job, because they must work harder so that Biafra will come. I don't have much to say this afternoon, because this evening we are going to listen to our leader, Mazi Iyke. But I know that we do the needful to make sure we handle those murderers in our midst, and Biafra will come. Thank you, Mazi. Remain blessed.
there. Well, thank you so much. All right, we have another one coming in on WhatsApp again. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Mazi.
There we
Yeah, good afternoon from here, Mazi Obilo.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi Iyke Peters, before I go on, I want to ask Koka to continue to protect our security at home, give them more wisdom and give them more protection. Ọ na-eme n'elu, ha nọ n'ala. Ọ na-eme na ha nọ n'elu. A na-akọ ha mgbọ, ya na-awụ n'ala. Ala Biafra ga-ekpuchitewa ha, because onye na-enweghị nke o jiri gaa ahịa enweghị nke ọ na-ere. Ana m ayọkwa Chineke ala Biafra, anyị jiri ha ọfọ ka ọ chịkwụba ha, ka ọgụ a ga-abụ mmeri nye anyị, because anyị fela the movement here na ihe Chukwu sendịrị. Ana m asị Chineke nke Biafra, Chineke nke ụmụ Biafra, anyị ji eziokwu ebiri. Asị m ka Chineke chịkwụba ha n'otu n'aha Chukwu kadebe. Awa lida nụkwa na blood na-agba mbọ na-agbachi mbọ ike, ogologo ndụ ahụ mgbasi ike niile, protection ebe ọla ọnụ, ndị iro agaghị afọ ụzọ afịa n'aha Chukwu kadebe. Ma ise 100% IPOB ebe ọla ha nọ, Chineke ga-anọnyere ha, ha ga-adị ndụ hụ Biafra n'aha Chukwu kadebe. Mazi, I have one question to ask, because sometimes our people is into business. We are IPOB in Mozambique here. Anyị tụrụ alụmalụ tụọ nwa anyị ụka, because ọ bụghị onye ọbụla nwere chance ịga na webụsaịtị ga-emenwe ihe ha si mee ihe bụ ihe ego. Anyị nwere onwe anyị kiretara wa forum nke anyị nwere onwe anyị bụ ndị IPOB, si ka ụmụnne anyị taksị onwe anyị, onye nwere ji ka o ji tie ige ka Biafra aga nke sendo na IPOB. Maazị ọwụ onye mego otu ahụ anyị mere ihe ọjọọ, because anyị na ndị onwe anyị na all everybody into internet something like that to send money. Ọ bụghị ndị ọbụla nọ Mozambique nwere akaụntụ nọmba, because ihe eji akwụ n'obodo ga-emepe akaụntụ n'obodo na ihe ndị ọzọ. And our people ready to support our IPOB, our security here at home. Anyị nwere nwaanyị kiretịrị nwaanyị forum IPOB, anyị nwere nwaanyị taksị nwaanyị si na onye ọbụla ga-etinye aka n'ihe a na-eme, because o ji ka o ji tega ajụ akụkwa nwanne ọ dị ọkpara agbụrụ. Ihe anyị na-eme ihe ọjọọ. Maazị, anyị chịkọta onwe anyị ọnụ na-emekọta onwe anyị, meta ezigbo ego, tigie na akaụntụ na-ekwu ihe. Maazị, ọ dị welcome.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't know a forum. If people are in forum and you have a forum, you have a group in the forum, you people can task yourselves. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
The announcement we are making It's for people who are, like you said, eventually the money will go to the, and you collect the money. Somebody's still going to send it to IPOB anyway. If we don't want people creating an account and the individuals who are not in your group to go to those accounts to pay in money. So there's nothing wrong with it. I want to know the group, and there are 20 or 30 of you, 10 of you, 1 of you, or 2 of you. And you want to say, okay, within the ego, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I want national coordinator. Ihe nle na Ghana anya Mozambique chọrọ irezite ezigbo ego ka anwụ na anyị kwerela ndị ESN because our people no here too much here. Ha nọkwa na eri alafia na-asịkwa ihe anyị na-emejishi ike. All the ha na-emejishi ike n'ọnụ. Some people want to help, some people want to gossip, mana Chineke mebere ejila ha anya hụ ntị ha, ejila ha anya hụ ntị ha. A na-agbazi ta ga-esinye aka. Ma anyị sị ha welcome mgbe chi jiri m na walidasi na mgbe chi jiri nwa ụtụtụ ya. Anyị sị ha welcome nke ọbụla ha wetara anyị. Maazị anyị nwa bụ IPOB Mozambique dị 100% nye IPOB nye ihe anyị na-eme bụ kasị na anyị chilata ụlọ na Biafra land. Ọ bụghị ihe anyị na-eme ka anyị kwụ n'obodo na-eme. A lot of our people na-anaghị us afọ ha na register Nigeria ndị na-achọ achọ bet ihe anyị na-ekpe ekpere ka Chineke nye anyị Biafra. Anyị ga itinye aka ihe ga-eme nwa onye ọbụla ga-ekpochi ọnọdụ ihe anyị na-eme aka ya adịghị n'imi aka anyị dị ọcha anyị na-arịọ Chineke na ka onye Biafra ka anyị lata ha many years mana tabedo ụlọ because of one thing in the other. Obi adịrị anyị mma onye ka isi na atụlụ okwute dị mma ihe ma onye maga atụ n'isi biko ha tinye aka ndị Mozambique onye ọbụla na-ebe ọ tinye aka n'ihe anyị na-eme ọ bụghị na hụ na miti gị bata miti mana ihe anyị na-eme tinye aka because ị nwere mmanụ ụlọ ị nwere mpa n'ụlọ ị nwere ụmụnne n'ụlọ ị nwere ikwu ị nwere ibe biko bata na miti IPOB Mozambique join ihe anyị na-eme anyị ma na coronavirus adịkwa eme miti but we are doing it miti ha one way the other anyị na-eme miti anyị within our IPOB forum I never meet through the forums, through the website in the IPOB. I just met with WhatsApp. I just met one way or the other. I never go one way or the other. Make meeting because now the only people actually call but I meet right here because no I go on this issue bed. The others na kreka because through Mazo below Kenya Mozambique na zone na Ampula zone in the northern side of Mozambique. Mazo below number mobile 82895105 or give one number nke ọzọ 8631770099 biko kpọọ nọmba ka anyị kpọgeta isi na-eme meeting because na obodo mara iwu enwezile meeting emezile chọọchị ihe ndụ from now to 1 month ihe ndị ọzọ but anyị jikwa ụzọ ahụ na-emekwa the meeting ihe na-enwe ike na-aga because Biafra nọ n'ọgụ anyị lechabeghị ọgụ anyị ka anyị ji na-agba ọsọ coronavirus ihe ka coronavirus lọgụtara anyị nwa for that anyị ga-akwụsị ime meeting anyị ga-eme one way the other hụ na ihe na-aga because onye gwụla onye ọkụ na money da achọ oke one number ka anyị direct ọgụ mgbe anyị na-eme meeting every first week of the Sunday first week of the month anyị na-eme meeting first Sunday of the month anyị ga-eme meeting biko ndị nọ na Ampula province a ndị nọ na Zambezia ndị nọ na Angosh ndị nọ na Kala Port ndị nọ na Kala Velia biko ndị nọ na Nkwamba na ndị nọ na other part of northern side here biko gbanụ mbọ mepenu word ka anyị nwee ike na ọrụ anyị na-aga na-alụsa because na onye ka ntelekutere nte n'ọnụ maazị ọ ga-adịrị IPOB na mma ndị ha 100% IPOB ọ ga-adịrị na mma na ha Chukwuka abịa mma ndị Mozambique IPOB Chineke jide nke ụlọ oji dị mma Chineke anọnyere ndị Amerịka afọ maka ọrụ Chineke na-agwa akwa ọchụrụ ngwa mgbaji pụrụ mmadụ nke na-esopụta Kenya Biafra unu ga-adị ndị nwu Biafra mmanụ n'ụlọ mpanụ n'ụlọ enwe ihe ga-eme ha ndị ọbụla tinyere ego na Biafra this security issue enwe ihe ga-eme mmanụ n'ụlọ atọ bọmbụ ya gara nke ndị ikoshi na onwedị ha anyị na-eme gbasara ha ga-aga kọ nga ha n'aha Chukwuka bịa.
You say thank you very much Ndewo. Thank you so much my brother. I have another call coming in on straight line. Let me take this one. Call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line. Are you there? Okay, the line dropped. Let's go back again. And another person's on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi. Good morning. My name is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from New Delhi. Mazi, one thing I want to say is our people in United States, many are coming to see our leader, and our security must be alert at all time. Nobody is a friend, nobody is a brother. Anybody that's coming there must go through screen, check, touch, before you see our leader. 1 point. Mazi, number 2 point I want to say, I'm from Olo, and our land has been throwing bomb. But they can remember Danjuma said that Nigeria army collude. Now you can see that Hope Uzodinma collude. Mazi, Biafra has come. Now I'm going to Israel and Palestine. Israel are saying now Palestine can go because Palestine are throwing missiles inside Israel. Mazi kwuda m ga-ekwu n'olu Igbo. Ọ bụrụ na m onwebeghị ebe a na-aga amụta ya, tụgwa ya ka ya tụba ego ya. Ndị agịdị efe na ebe anyị again because ndị afọ ya na-awụ ihe m onye Igbo ya eji amụta ife. Ndị afọ na anabaghara mma ibutodi ụlọ ugbo niile n'ala. A na-ekwu ya ekwu. Ndị mmadụ ọ na-ebe na BBC, ọ na-ebe na CNN, ọ na-ebe na Jezera. Anwụ ebe a ga-ebute ya si kwuo ka mme kpega amụme ugbu a because mgbe o jikele okwute ya ọ hapụ ime ka kemba lalụ ya wụ na amụtabeghị ya. Ndị iko ochie adịghị ndị sharp. Enwere ndị iko ọhụrụ n'ugbu a na-amụ amụ dị current. A ga-awụ ụta na-apịa ya n'ụlọ na anyị na-aka ya na Abuja live. A na-aka ya n'Obrins live. Ọ bụrụ ka obodo ha gbaa gụ 1 gị gbaa ha 10 because ndị agbụrụ afada. Agịda ebe ha gbanwe na anyị dịkwa low. Ndị adị mma ha kwụọ anyị 1 akọ 10 na ọta instantly. We supposed to ihe ọbụla anyị ga-enwe ebute Palestine na-akọ almost 1,000 to Israel in hour. Ọ nga ka anyị nọ na. Biko onye na-anụ ihe na mma ọ bụrụ ime otu esi arụ Mazi Iyke Peters. Ịmụta ga-esi enweta ya metri ya. Ndị be anyị ji ihe a na-ekwu maka ya wee ego. Ihe dị ihe a ga-eme anyị na-ewin, a na-agba bọọlụ ndị na-ewin na-adị more happy. Ọ na-eme ihe a na-eme a na-ewin anyị ọ ga na-aslide ndị by back.
Thank you.
Ihe na-edewu the best ihe eji arụ ọrụ. Ekwurekwu ugbu a na-awụ oge ka eji ugbu a mụta ya ka eji ugbu a ọrụ. Anyị na-ediri ịwụ ndị a ma gwọ ha 1,000 instantly 1,000. Instantly target 1,000.
Thank you,
instantly.
sir. Let's go.
Thank you.
There we All right. Your suggestion is well noted, but in Haigama is that our leader is there. Our leader is indomitable. There's no. It's okay. It's okay to advise. Very good advice. Wonderful advice. It's all well taken. But I am a binage. We are going there. When the time comes, you will see. Monaghan are here. We're all sitting down here and watching, and they will saw the Eastern Security Network. Without announcement, without anything, voila. I know people that saw that picture and they like, forget about it. And they have internet. So it's okay. You can say whatever you want. Like I said, the only constant thing in why is the truth. The truth will always be the truth, no matter how much you try. You can twist it from heaven to earth, but it will remain the same. It will always be the truth. Oh, I say one kind of pente, confuse everybody. What we are saying is that every advice is acceptable. There's no doubt about it. It's a good thing. You are the spirit, but they can fly all the helicopter they want. When the time comes, those choppers you see up there, they will all come down. Guaranteed. So that is nothing. Most of you were not born during the war or were not there during the Biafran war. All you are hearing is the story. There are some of us who witnessed it and we are still alive. We are all not all dead. Most of us might be very weak, sickly, because of age. But the brain is still there. I saw a lady in a donation, when we were doing the fundraising. She was a teenager. She spoke something about working at the research and production. Yes. Research and production was a formidable place. All those bombs you see, the Winigways and all this, these were developed by people, by scientists, Biafran scientists. Those people are not all dead. They are still there. The younger ones today are even more dangerous. I'm telling you the truth. Because these little boys you see walking about, they call them Yahoo, or whatever you call them. They are very brilliant kids. There are so many things that will come out. Time will come for it. Don't worry about it. Don't let this thing discourage you. When you say things like this, no shell, Biafra is going to come. Whether they like it or they don't like it, no matter how much they try to push it, they are wasting their damn time. Biafra is going to be here with us, regardless of what anybody says. So unfortunately, people naturally, can be afraid, which is very natural. But hey, We are there. Let me read something that somebody just sent to me by this guy, they call him Yerima Shetima. He says, Nnamdi Kanu is responsible for the terrorism in the north. It's time to withdraw soldiers from southeast. Wow. He said the president of Arewa Consultative Forum has accosted IPOB leader of being brain behind terrorism in the north. Now, wow. Shetima stated this while speaking with newsmen in Mina, Niger State. He went on to advise the federal government to withdraw its soldiers from southeast. In his words, I have come to the conclusion from my findings that Nnamdi Kanu is responsible for the terrorism in the north. The more he is talking about Biafra and fighting for independence, which is a treasonable offense, the more the federal government is sending more soldiers to southeast. I remember visiting southeast 2 months ago. From Enugu to Owerri, there were over 30 military checkpoints. This is the reason why southeast is peaceful, unlike the north. Nnamdi Kanu has poisoned. That is Nnamdi Kanu sending people to confusion. You know, when they start telling you that bandits are not criminals, small madness. When you start saying something and you are not making sense anymore. Let me finish reading this article because I want to take out the calls. I want to urge the federal government to withdraw the soldiers in southeast and from the same military checkpoints in all northern states and all military checkpoints in all northern cities and villages. With that, the terrorism will stop, Anamano. But if the government continue to listen to Kanu, then we are in danger. This man not become poison. If you want to kill a Fulani man, actually, just ignore. Don't know he's behind you. Then shout, Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, the boy will just fall there faint. Because that's what they called for, and it's happening to them. Let me take a call. These people are just too many calls are trying to come in at the same time. All right, let's take this one from WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Onyembuchi. I'm calling right here from Paris.
There we
Oh. So what I'm trying to say is that I support the last caller for what he said, because, you know, when we fought the Biafran war before, we fought it in our place, and it's not good. This time around, we're supposed to have ECN in Meduguri. We're supposed to have ECN in Bauchi. We're supposed to have ESN in Lagos. We're supposed to have ESN in Abuja. So that when this war starts, it will affect everybody. Even though we did not win this war, then anytime when we are talking about Biafra again, everybody will say, what are we going to do to solve this problem? If that is a result, let us do it. But do you know why they don't accept all those things we are calling things? Because the war did not affect them before. When we are fighting war in our place, all of them is staying in their place and going market and going to school and eating well. But if this war now, we take it in their place, now they will perceive the order. So that any time we are talking about Biafran war again, they will know that the war affected everybody. People will start running out of from Lagos to Benin. People will start running out of Kanu to Chad, to Medu, to Niger. This is the kind of war we're supposed to do. It's not fighting war in our place. Because if you are fighting it there like that, before you know, before the war will get into our place, our territory, the United Nations have already talked about it, and we will get our independence. But if we're fighting the war in our place, they will still defeat us again. And before you know it, they already grab us. We're supposed to take the war into their place. This is my own suggestion.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're not fighting any war, my brother. Don't worry. When the war comes, We are defending our home, protecting our home. Yeah, if they want to force us to, most every war is like that. You know, you start protecting your home when they come in and you're pushing them out of your home. As you're pushing them out, you're getting into their own home. Don't worry about these things. It's not like I said before. Yes, the first war we had no choice. We didn't plan. Ojukwu never planned any war. Ojukwu was only trying to protect our people that they drove away from the north. That's why it looked like the thing was happening in our place alone. This day and age, I told you things have changed. It has changed so drastically that it's never going to be the same. Obviously, not the same at all. This is the age of technology. This is the age of media. This is the age where the younger generation things have changed. During the war, I remember Okokundem was the actual person that was really talking on Radio Biafra that everybody wanted to listen at the time. But these radios was getting narrower and narrower and narrower and narrower, and they were moving. You know, this time it was like question of satellite. They look at what they call the mask, and as soon as they see a mask standing, you needed a mask to be able to broadcast. Today it's not like that. Everybody can broadcast today. You can, from your cell phone, become a broadcaster. From your cell phone, you can send a bomb that will blow up somebody's house. Don't worry about these things, please. There will come a time somebody will pick up his cell phone. People like all these idiots that we call politicians, they pick up their cell phone. As soon as they say hello, their head will be blown off. It is going to happen. And all we are praying was to let us be alive to see it happen, because it would happen. So let's not worry about they're bringing war to your house. They are flying their helicopter. First of all, those helicopters are they're all demented helicopters that can be brought down by just very easy. Just send small tiny drone, just on the engine, and it will come down. You don't need bombs. For God's sake, come on, man. You guys should think. One of our younger people, those of us who are old, old school. You don't know what time it is. That I'm seeing, our children, the children are born here, they are so smart. They can do anything. They can be anything. So don't even worry about it. Check up Magana. Ada Tangele Adewusi. Sandalese anago. That's if I go negu. If I mean a Tangela Adewusi na. If I was na mascara, where's the Tangele? It's over. Relax. If I do I'm making a deal. Let's take it one at a time. Like I said, our leader is doing something that nobody knows, and until he launches it, then we will not know. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Namuku, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. One negi Christian Urapa.
Oh, Christian, welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Nam Chineke gozi unu. Chineke gozi nna anyị ukwu. Nnamdi Kanu. Chineke gozie ụmụ Biafra ndị nọ n'ime ọhịa na-eche nche. Ịhụnanya ihe mere n'ala Yoruba. Before ya emechaa, ndị ugwu ezitara gọvanọ anọ abịa jụ ihe mere nwanne ha. Ịhụnanya ihe mere n'obi Igbo. Before ya emechaa, ndị ugwu ezita ndị ka ha weta onyinye bịa enye nwe ike na ọ gbalịrị igbuchiri ụmụ Igbo. Ụzọ dị mma asị na ọwa ọbara ụmụ Igbo ka ya ga-eji baa n'ọchịchị. Chineke ga-anafu ya oche ọchịchị ahụ. Ọ dị ihe m chọrọ ịgwa ụmụnne m ndị na-azụ ahịa n'ime ahịa Eke Ọha. Ha jishi ike chọta ndị nche ga-eche ahịa. Ịhụ na ihe mere na otu onye polisi ji tinye ahịa ọkụ na Nnewi. Ka emekwara nwanne echi ulewu na Port Harcourt. Ihe ndị Hausa na-emezi ugbu awụ ịtụnye ahịa niile ọkụ ụmụ Igbo na-azụ. Ha jishi ike, ha biko chọọ ndị nche ga-amụrụ anya na-eche ahịa ha nche. Because ihe ha bụ n'obi ugbu a ka ha gbachaa ahịa niile ọkụ, ha gbachaa ahịa niile ọkụ, ha hụ n'ebe ụmụ Igbo ga-esi nweta ego. Ha biko ihe m sị ka m gwa ha. Ha ehi n'ọrụ ahụ, ha jishi ike ka Nnewi a gosi ha ihe leka nke nwanne echi ilewu na Port Harcourt. Ndị ole nwe ahịa ọwụ ụmụ Igbo bikonu arịa aba oke ọha ahịa niile nọ n'ala Biafra. Unu chọọ ndị nche akatara ahụ ọwụ ndị na-eri bribe were tinye n'ahịa unu ka a na-eche ya nche. Chineke gọzie unu, anyị ga-enweta ihe anyị na-achọ n'aha Jizọs. Amen.
Say thank you, my sister Daro. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, plus 19294069953. In addition to what our sister is saying, most of us in New York or in America, we had a fundraising recently. I was in that fundraising. I was there in the Zoom. I did not see one person who came up there and said, I am representing this Igbo organization, whatever organization I am with. I didn't see anybody who said, I am representing the Biafra organization. I didn't see somebody who said, no, we are people from Idoma or Igala, we are representing. All they saw there was people that were coming individually to make donations. The money was raised, yes. But you see, moral support. Now, some people say, oh, we are creating a vigilante in our own community. You are fooling yourself. You are making a fool of yourself. Because when it goes to individual thing now, it will just enter, go the way it goes. They never achieve anything. Nothing. Igbo organizations, so when today are the only one. They are always breaking into 4 places. It were always breaking. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be the president of the organization. There is nothing wrong with being a president or being a leader. But can you really lead? Check the past records of all of them. All. And what the organization did, one. Especially in, I don't know about other places, but here in America, they are not one. They are always be 2. The reason why they are breaking Igahama, one might be only 10 people, the other one 2. They're breaking. All is money. What will they achieve with this money? Nothing. Police is now setting fire to our markets, like our sister just said. Police. Na timber shade or whatever they call it in the name. Now. But we are talking about ESN. I don't see, why don't you make it, we are contributing this money, we need an ESN Newi or ESN or Zobolo Zone. That the people can go out there, because these are the ones that I trust. I'm old enough to have belonged to many organizations. It's just all nonsense. Ask yourself from the beginning of that organization to the end, what have you achieved? One more FIFA no meptago. Onye bi wota his own idea. Atuchakwe go on up bonana. It will expenses, will be open, they call it the whole thing. I'm not after Muhammad Olirego, but let us see what you have done. I don't even know how you can spend money without showing something that you've done. You can show something that you've done, probably inflate the prices. That will make sense. But no, nothing. You know what? Nothing. No. Oh, you put it on your own. Let us keep on fooling ourselves. When you talk, some people say, I don't want to get involved in politics. I don't like politics. You don't like politics. What is politics? Raping your mother is politics? Cutting off your head, is that what you call politics? Or you just quoting what somebody have said? That's why I have personally stopped attending most of these meetings, because I don't want to be irritated. I don't want to, create an enemy for myself. I don't want to get in somebody's, because I'm too emotional. Sometimes I look at it and say, you know what, I better sit at home. If Mrs. wants to, she can go ahead and do it. I'm not interested. Because this is all we know. Anekewa odogwu ndị Igbo 1, eke ụzọrọ number 1 ndị Igbo 2, eke ụzọrọ. Everybody aneke nkesasị if I dey maybe ọkwụrụ nwanyị ekwu okwu na where 2 elephants fight is the ground that suffer. Dog and then we are not getting anywhere. We are not moving anywhere. We are not moving an inch. So every year the same thing. Let us be together. To keep Nigeria one, or to keep ndị Igbo one. The Igbo move. Nothing. On the launching, I was listening. It was a very successful launching, very successful fundraising. Within how many hours? Almost $100,000 was raised. Why don't an organization come in and say, you know what, I am here. I am representing Uzlumba 1 of Gilenwa of Ndibo. I am this, I am representing the Kwende Neme represent. I am making it, please, we are from Ikenansisi, or we are from Amici, or we are from somewhere. We are from Unewi. Okay, let us please see what we can do. We need this ESN to be set up in our area too. Then they will be everywhere. Iman Enyegunu branch, people that will protect you, people that will watch that market and make sure that no stupid, diluted and idiotic police person can go there and set it on fire. It will keep happening. It's not going to change. It's a bank to know if I call it local politics. Why all the break up? It is not very annoying. If also don't make it personal. If a Basalo community brought a personal thing, it's exactly what is happening. It's happening. IPOB is still won because this is what they are trying. They say Igbo blood, that is DNA. Yeah, now in a DNA. Nemani will get foolish and stupid. That is what is breaking all this breaking. All the same thing. I'm going to put the difference. What difference? That we can never be one. Or if any there is nothing else. Some people will say, no, ego. Which ego? Because tomorrow they are going to break too. There's no doubt about it. They will keep on breaking. And they break. Break. If I break, if a supermarket, maybe a supermarket is too large, you can't manage it anymore. Then it's break here up. You have franchises here and there. No, this is our own. Nothing. We can only leave 15 people. I like name. Oh, take up to 4 years. Then we go to factions. The A faction will not achieve anything. The B faction will not achieve anything. And the B faction will split. In way ABC, the same thing. Getting anacho. Ana kotos if ana koto na poto odika zoo no way. That's the way Nigeria is. From year to year, let us we are going to be one. You are going to be one when? So let us be. I said launching. I was there. I was listening. Organization. You know how many Igbo organizations saying, well, nobody came out. Not only Igbo organizations. We have Bayelsa. We have other people. They are not. These people. You are not happy. You have Akwa Ibom. We have Cross River. We have them. They all have organizations here in the United States. Nobody is talking about security. Oh, we are forming our own security. You are forming your own security. It's so funny because when you look at it, when I look at this Biafra issue, the question I keep asking myself is this: the Ogoni man will say, "Oh, I'm not a Biafran. I'm Ogoni." Okay. The Bayelsa, "Oh, I'm a Jaw. I'm not." Even the Igbo, I'm from Ika Igbo. I'm Sati Ika Igbo. I'm Igbo. I'm not Igbo. I don't want to join Biafra. Can you face Nigeria as an individual? Can you? What are you people being so stupid and silly? In Igbo language, you say Igwe. When you get together, that's when you can fight a common enemy. When you finish, when you go home, you discuss your issues at home. But come together and get away keep out the enemy from your area. Then when you get back home, you can take care of your problem at home. It becomes a family thing. You are here, you can't even fight your local police. Your local police, your DPO, one person is taking care of the whole village. And when they say Biafra, say, I'm not a Biafra. I am a whatever cross, whatever you call yourself. Can you face it? How idiotic can you be? How idiotic. They divide you, they make you look like you are an idiot. And you fall for it. And you keep on staying on it. And you're not even trying to change. What can you do? Not to join your own family and solve your problem first. Take off the foreign aggressor. Then when you go home, you sit down and discuss your issues. What can they my face here, man? You don't just sit down there and I'm not Igbo. I'm a Igbo. I am from South Igbo. I am from North South Igbo. What does that mean? Does that make any sense? I have a call. Good morning. Call on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke Peters, good afternoon, sir, from Gambia.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Onyebuchi. I'm calling from Gambia. I'm from Aguleri, Sinoma, Biafra land. Mazi, even now, Anuku Nebundi Igbo. Why it's not me? Why it's not me? Anuku Nebunde Bani. Ibaneba in Gambia. I will almost 300. Almost 300, not the same meeting. Almost 300, the same Igbo people. They divide themselves more than 300 indigenous. Divide themselves on the meeting they are doing. I tell them I cannot be in any meeting here except IPOB. If there is any meeting they are doing in Gambia, even though meeting, I will not be part of them. Let us complete this thing we are on. This Biafran agitation. If you have Biafra, any meeting we are doing. If you come to Gambia, this one say I'll be the leader. This one say I'll be the leader. This one everywhere. Our people, I don't know what is problem of our people. Our people. Let's come together. We fight common enemy. They cannot understand. If ask them say I don't want to join IPOB, we are miscreant. I say okay, we are miscreant. No problem. We are miscreant. I'm number one miscreant. No problem. The time Biafra will come, people know what is miscreant. If we are calling our leader, matter of name, all the sorts of name, this thing say IPOB people, they don't know what they are doing. They are dividing Nigeria. They want this thing. I say okay, no problem. The time is coming. The day they will kill your mother or your father at the village, that day will rise up. Any day they will kill your father or your mother at the village, or one of your sister, they kill her in Lagos, Abuja, the day will rise up. Huh? These are our people. I don't know what is the problem. I know fu nebundeba. I know was on. I know fu nebundeba. Ndi Igbo ba anu fu nebunde Igbo. Come even via aya no kotono kai fight our common enemy. Bamankwe, onya si no nya ebuzo, onya si no nya eboyinsi. Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu have already do what he will do for us. Nnamdi Kanu have already do what he will do for us. Now it remains to Igbo people or this thing to come as one broom to fight our common enemy. Huh? I don't know what to do. Sometimes if I remember what is happening to our people, sometimes I say, this thing, is it a cause? I don't know. I think it's a cause. I think it's a cause.
Yeah, it is.
This thing is a cause for our people. This is not ordinary. This thing is a cause. How many years we'll be talking one thing on the radio every day? Come on radio, talk from morning to night. People will not listen to what people are saying on the radio. People are listening, they are not hearing. People are hearing, they cannot even reason for what they are hearing for radio. They will listen to radio now. They can't throw radio, they can't carry bad news. Listen to radio Nigeria, listen to radio. What is this one saying? Why can't our people? Sometimes I say I don't know why I come out from this zoo called Nigeria. Sometimes I don't know why sometimes I say I don't know why I come out in this zoo. If you see what people are doing in that Nigeria, if you see what people are doing, most of our Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear. It's painful. It is painful when you open your mouth and go to some of these meetings. When you say IPO, you say, oh, no, I don't like politics. You don't like politics. Police will set your village market on fire. Do you call that politics? They rape your mother. Is that politics? Your sister cannot go to farm and come back home safe. They rape her. They chop off their head. They kill them every day. Is that politics? Do you call that politics? I never know if that is politics because I live in America. I've never seen anything like this. Let me take a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke Peters, good morning, sir, from here.
Ndewo, welcome to the program.
This is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from Indianapolis, USA. Mazi, thank you for the good work you are doing for people. Mazi, honestly speaking, your program this morning is very, very good. Our people, we claim to be very smart, but we are not that smart. I look at the face of our leader that Zoom fundraising that day. I feel very, very pain. I see pain in his eye.
Yeah.
If Biafrans, Igbo in particular in America, if everybody should rise up, I don't think Nigeria CNN will not carry our news. But the same Igbo, sometimes there's what our leader says is true. There's something wrong with the brain of a black man. Mazi, you don't need somebody to come and tell me that what is going on in our land, that we need money. We go to Yoruba church, we sow seed. We go to Adepo everywhere to buy the Pastor Suleiman bought a private jet in the middle of pandemic that even America still giving out palliative till tomorrow. Huh? There's a lady they have arrested that the lady lock his children inside her house and go to work in America here about last week. Okay, the lady said he left the children with her older son is 10 years. They arrested the lady. Americans volunteer to raise funds for go for me. Man say in less than 24 hours they plan to raise the woman 50,000. What they right now the money is about 155,000 because they stand up for the truth. But in the way back, it's more Indianapolis here. Division everywhere. Small Indianapolis here, they have Igbo meeting car, Igbo village, Igbo Imonka, everywhere. But all those old men, don't they see what is going on in their land? And when the old men they want to go, when the Sunday Igbo stand up, I saw on Facebook, many of them I say, where is the account? We want to donate. Where is the account? But Igbo actually a guy, Pastor Suleiman they go private jet every day. One of our brother in Japan did a video yesterday. Say Suleiman, look at the Japan and say they don't know God. Look at their road. You that know God, look at your own road. Nigeria is the only country where individual will rent the police army to be a body guy. Because the country is stupid, shameless. No, the country is just like a jungle. At what fundraising? Igbo, you see Igbo person, call me, Igbo person I witness Biafra war. You be calling me, I want Biafra, can't get any kind of puta. And this person came educated. You say, okay, one was something they body puta. You laugh over it. But it's ignorance. Man say, when I came here new, there's a literal boy. Every day the literal boy will be going to government house here. Shouting, only him. Shout, get awareness. One day I saw him the other day. He have a group, he's living big now. He said, yeah, the government, the Indiana government, they support their community. Here in Indiana, yeah. They come as refugee. Him will raise awareness for government to see about their people here. But our own people, on Sunday today now, their Yoruba church is sowing seed. In America here. Every small Indianapolis here, every corner, Nigeria is the matter of fire. The way they are in Nigeria, that's what they are in Indianapolis here. But in one place, Catholic church, maybe two, in the whole counting. Okay? We are talking about money. Those people secure our land. In America, yeah, everybody sleep, it's not. But they don't know that the police people are working day and night. Day and night. The man said there's a time I'm traveling. 2 midnight. Somebody can spoil in the middle of the road. Police will come here. The people start stopping to help this person at this place. But their own. The way we are living, is it how country is supposed to live? Is it what you want to live for your children? People live better thing for their children. What are you going to live with your children? Or you don't know. Coming to America, having children, I don't know you have already transferring your lineage from here. Don't you know it's a command of wagging now on that form of slavery? Because even though you that born your picking here, your children cannot be treated like a white. Even if you can be telling those lies to our people back home. Even though your children were born in America, yeah, school in Harvard, yeah, we cannot compare to Oyibo. That is not telling ourselves lies. It's better now we wake up. Israeli, they're in America, 1947. They do the same thing. IPOB Amazon the college today. Today now everybody is going to Israel to look for visa. That is the same foundation we are laying now. People are now calling you now, people on Facebook now. Mature people in America. And I begin to wonder, these people don't know what they have for our home. I'm going to school. Go to school. Don't you people go to school have sense? Nobody in this world now will say don't see what is going on in our land. Raping, killing our mother, no say nothing. If Nigeria, you know so. What gives you joy? Going back home.
Thank you, my
what
bro.
gives you joy?
They will.
I say thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, this is it's unbelievable. This whole thing, how in our DNA, because when you look at it, they will always break. That is why Ibiana Oboda, not only here, everywhere, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the former one, then one Ohaneze Ndi Igbo national, nka Ohaneze Ndi Igbo international, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. No, nobody is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. We sat down here. The women in New York, in America, raised more than $100,000 to support. But all the people that came in were individuals. But we have how many organizations came well here in America that is the Igbo organizations who not here now go on. They have Obibo that comprise of who came out of Obibo to say we are making this donation because we are representing Obibo. Nobody. We have what do they call it? This social club. What's that their name again? This social club. Okay, even the we have them here. They have a president. Did he show up? No. They will not. Like I said, Forest no Anyuku, but I don't think it's Anyuku. I think there's something wrong in our DNA. Absolutely. Because everybody is looking at any organization, anything mad no see that all they are talking about is money. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu is a fraud. Oh, people where the money goes, nobody's accounting. Why are you people crying about this money? And the funny thing, and then they back way go are people that can afford it. I'm telling you, people that can afford this money, they are the ones. Look at your politicians. The kind of money that they are carrying. These are people who are already comfortable. Their children are all overseas. Most of them are old men like me. They don't even have to. The crazy way now to even satisfy a woman. But they have girlfriends all over the place. They buy houses for children, for people whom they are old enough to. Because of that thing, there is no need for their life is. At 60, 70, your life is almost finished. What are you doing? We should be thinking about any because at least do something good. But you are there, we are watching. Things are getting spoiled, you are not saying anything. He created one organization, he created another one tomorrow. And not that these people are poor people. No. They put their money, maybe they don't want. Why would we go and donate this money since we are not the ones? I'm the chief pro one of Funde, whatever. Look at the chop on our money. Time will come, you will all pay. There is nothing, everything that goes around comes around. Eventually, all of you are going to pay. Honestly speaking. There will come a time that, you see that plane, the aircraft, that airport you're seeing, they will be closed. You will not go anywhere. You will stay there in Biafra land and take it. It happened during the war. I know people who were hiding. There were people that were traders at the time that Obunigwe was on, and they were looking for batteries and things. I know people that stocked up batteries in their factories and hoping that at the end of the war, this is what we're going to start with, for where Hausa came in and took those batteries. Everybody went back to 20 pounds. No matter how much you try. All right, I think it's about time I go. I don't want to take any more calls at this time. People are still calling, but unfortunately, we have to go because Mazi Iyke is coming on any minute from now. So let me see who is calling on WhatsApp, on the private line. If it's something that's going to be very short, if you can do it for 2 minutes, I'll let him talk. All right, caller, good morning. You have to do it. Just call on private line on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. You have 2 minutes to go. Just 2 minutes. Can't take it more than that.
Thank you. Good afternoon from here, and good afternoon to their fans worldwide, and appreciations to IPB family, rest of their fans, and our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, let me quickly say something. Like what you are discussing about our people opening different kind of branch. Mazi, I want to say, although it's not a cause, it is stupidity. Nobody wants to, and it is individualistic stupidity. That is what it is. Our people have to learn how to step down for the other, So, and some people, the opportunity that some people from their family, they used to have these issues and then they bring it outside, knowingly or unknowingly. That is the point, So, and I know what I'm saying. It is individualistic stupidity, and this small greed, is not a cause. You understand now? And our people should understand that this time is not time for such things. This is time IPOB is structured under a command and control. So whosoever that is, maybe should I say, your principal officer or whosoever that you are working, you have to work together, but you have to listen to somebody who takes instructions for the leadership, because that's the way it goes. When somebody says, only like this, we do it like that. Tranquil, and things will be going well for us. Our people must live like that. We must learn how to swallow some things. Step down for the following man is nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's not going to change your income. It's not going to change your personality or anything. It's all about just let us make progress and achieve one goal. So our people must stop this level of individualistic stupidity in us. They must try to subdue it, because it's a personal decision. You decide that you stop it, you stop it. It's not, there is nothing like, it's not a magic. You understand?
Yes,
Mazi?
I do.
What I want to say is that everything is being said. Our leader made his Twitter just about some hours ago. He tweeted, I think it was yesterday, but crossing some hours. That tweet is still there. That this referendum we are asking for is gotten to the extent that we will take other options, and we are ready. And through we are ready. Our people have to prepare and we have to come out. They cannot come and be bombing us and be throwing bombs in our land and we'll keep quiet. So everybody should follow his stupidity and support ESN. Whatsoever thing you are doing, wherever you are, bring your support. We need it now, because Biafra land must be defended at all costs. Our people must live free in our God-gifted land. We cannot run away from our land for Fulani. For waiting now, they are negotiating with their Janjaweed. They are not even running away from their bandits and their terrorism. They are not even running away from them. They are negotiating. They're giving them money, giving them millions and billions of money. And our people are there doing nonsense. We should look aside all these things that all these governors are doing. That is what is the of them, because they were choosing, they were imposed, they were selected and put there for that mission.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like I used to say, these people have been defiled in the north. We don't know what he rubbed in his dick before he started putting it on purpose of the maniac that made him to forget his bomb shots there. So you cannot expect him to come out and start acting otherwise. So they are caught. So this was they can always talk nonsense, but at the end, victory will be ours. But our ordinary people must come out and support what we are doing. Support ESN by prayer, by finance, by everything you have to do. You must bring out your money. Stop this nonsense stupidity so that we will rise to our promised land. And by God's grace, we are going to be victorious, because this is the promise of God to us. It's not what we are doing on.
Thank you very much. All right, that brings the end to today's program. Tomorrow is another day. Stay tuned. Mazi Iyke is coming on. What we're saying in a nutshell is, support our ESN. You have no choice. We don't have any other choice. There is no choice at all. You have to support. You have to come out with your money and stop being egoistic and stupid. Though there might be individual stupidity, as my brother just said. Well, but what I'm trying to say is that our fathers started with us long time ago. We keep on breaking and we don't achieve anything. That is why we are where we are. And that's the way we're going to remain unless we make some changes. Tomorrow cannot be better than today unless you make a change today. From here, we're going to say goodbye to you, but don't forget, still want to remind you that when you